Hey everyone, it's Dr. Candace and Dr. Max from APM Chiro. Today we're going to go over some tips for shoveling snow.
So even though it's not really snowing yet here in New England, but we know it's coming, we want to go over some of these common injuries that people get from shoveling improperly. So one of the big things we see is low back injuries for people who are bending the wrong way, they're twisting, they're moving the snow wrong, things like that. So we want to make sure we're minimizing those injuries from happening. Another thing we see people come in with is shoulder injuries, again, from lifting heavy snow. Not knowing the proper form. They're just trying to get it done quickly because they have to get to work or the kids have to go to school, things like that. So we're going to make sure that we avoid those things. And Dr. Candace talked about some preventative things to do to help with that.
Yeah, you want to make sure you're warming up correctly. So that includes, doing jumping jacks, arm circles, air squats, just to get your blood flowing, get those muscles warmed up so they're ready to, move the snow. So this way, this is going to help just prevent any injuries. You also want to make sure you're stretching afterwards. So that's just, your old school gym stretching, bringing your arm across like this, stretching your quad out like that. You can also do a glute stretch. Those are going to help realign those muscle fibers and help with any soreness for the next day, and then help also prevent any injuries after you were shoveling the snow. You just want to really try and cool down good. You want to make sure you're also taking breaks. You don't want to just go out there and shovel for 60 minutes straight. Your body's not used to doing that. So you want to make sure you're taking breaks and, also making sure you're getting enough water and staying hydrated while you're shoveling. You don't realize it, but it actually is a really good exercise, especially if it is that super heavy snow we get here sometimes in New England. So make sure you're taking breaks, drinking water, stretching and warming up, and that's going to really help prevent any injuries.
So we want to go over now is just some of the proper techniques to help you when you're shoveling snow so you can avoid some of these injuries also. So what a lot of people will end up doing is they'll end up doing like the quick shovel and just like turn and twist and pull like that. You always want to make sure that you're using your legs, just like when you're lifters or working out. You want to use your legs. You want to bend at the knees, lift with the knees, and then if you can, go and then dump that way, as opposed to the twist with that. Another way to do is if it's light enough, you can do just the light push, like a sled push, pushing it across to kind of get rid of the snow that way. So those are two of the ways that you can kind of to work on to shovel properly, so you're kind of preventing injuries from happening.
Yeah, a lot of times people injure themselves shoveling and they wait, 2-3 weeks to come in for treatment. They think it's just going to go away on its own, and most of the time it doesn't. So if you do end up injuring yourself, definitely make sure you get in for care sooner than later, because the longer the pain is lingering, the longer the injury is going to last. And the quicker you get in, the quicker you heal up. So definitely hit us up at APM or comment below if you have any questions.